Now, here's my favorite question for people in toys and gaming. Is it fun to be in a playful industry like that? Or I've heard the opposite, sort of like you mentioned with the entertainment industry, is it's not usually very entertaining behind the scenes. Do you feel like you saw how the sausage is made and it's a really hard corporate gig to be in that industry? Or is it more fun? Like if you're going to be in a corporate job, you might as well be working on cartoons and video games than, whatever the latest widget out of the factory is.
That's a good question. And I'm sure other people have different experiences, but I feel that I am a very playful human. I've always loved toys. I've never
Good.
stopped collecting dolls and all kinds of toys, especially like vintage stuff. I still have all my Barbies from childhood and have greatly augmented that collection. And quite frankly, I was shocked when it was one of my first jobs in Hollywood working for a consultancy that supported a toy company. And I thought it would be just a collection of whimsical, childlike adults who wanted nothing more than to do good things for children and make the world a better place. That is not the case. Like 99% of the people who I met in that experience, and mostly throughout the industry, there are some exceptions, but most of them could be working in any field, promoting any other kind of widget, cars or apparel or any other kind of consumer products or anything really. And it just now, if they're based in LA, chances are good that they had some interest in the entertainment industry.
Right.
They wanted to be actors, and that didn't quite work out, myself included. So I'm not disparaging anybody. We all need to go somewhere when our acting careers don't work out. So yeah, but it's not a bunch of childlike
Not like the
all,
movie Big, where you're playing with toys and dancing on pianos
no.
and selling a
Yeah,
bunch of toys. Yeah.
there are a lot of people who collect toys, a lot of adults, especially when I worked at Disney. People's cubicles and offices were filled with collectibles and such, but it's not necessarily the people who are in charge. It's not like management. It's usually the underlings who have the sense of humor and who actually need the toys to make their lives more bearable. They need to yeah, a pick me up or some kind of reminder of fun stuff. But usually the upper management that's making all the decisions, like I bet you Bob Iger, the head of Disney, is the most unfun person on the planet. I would just guess that by his business decisions and
Fortune 500 CEO. He's probably like all the other Fortune 500
yeah,
CEOs, right?
exactly. I'm sure his time at Disneyland is very limited as a participant in the goings on there. Actually, he was part of Disney when I was at Disney too, and I saw him speak in person, and he wasn't a jokester or prankster or anything like
Yeah.
that. He was very business minded. So, and I've found people at toy companies by and large to be the same. But the people who have the childlike sense of humor and the whimsy, those are the artists at animation studios or like
Oh, yeah.
designers, like the people who are in the trenches making this stuff. Yes, but not the decision makers.
So tell me then the flip side. I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. I just find that interesting. And sometimes people can be very serious and playful companies, and they can be very playful and serious companies. So I think that's interesting.